Did my timer freeze? Okay, whatever. What's up, guys? How we doing? What a Moz, what a Bonfire, what a Trixari. Arlecchino down, New Game Plus took 30 minutes. Oh, that's easy, boss. Easy boss for babies. New Game Plus, more like game journalist difficulty. Took off work at noon to do some running around, plop on couch, ready for a nap, and Moro appears. Yeah, no napping. Wake up, we got authoritarians to topple. Dude, did any of you guys see that Peter Thiel interview that I posted? I think it's been out for like a week. I just saw it though. Holy, dude, it's literally that conversation is literally just the plot of this game. It's actually insane. You have the guy who's building the arm of God talking about the end of the world and transhumanism and how we all need to awaken, evolve, and ascend. It's fucking crazy. It's exactly the plot of this game, dude. It's actually so uncanny. Which ending achievement did I get the first go arounds? I had to fight the nameless puppet. So there's one of the endings where you don't fight him, right? I think if you give Geppetto your heart. So I think I got the oh yeah, I forgot this weapon has a new moveset now. Change the handle. Oh yeah. We like this. Okay, that strong attack feels real good. Cover some distance too. Wow. Nice. Okay, he died fast. Yeah, I don't think I got like the super secret ending because I never saw your heart as on the first one. So I assume that's gonna cause a different ending than the one I got. This guy's got too much health. Let me use my health eraser real quick. I'm gonna press the remove health button. Okay, okay. Is that what we're doing? Okay, I'll do that. I can do that. Yeah. Guess my spit's a little bit better, buddy. Now I feel like the music's too quiet. I turned it down because it's so loud in the hotel. Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah, we need a little bit of ambiance as we scale the tower built by the alchemists in their unholy quest to dominate the entire world, to take humanity to the next level, whether they like it or not. Dude, at one point in the interview, the guy asked Peter Thiel two different times actually if he thinks humanity should continue, and both times he's like, yeah. Like, I know I'm supposed to say yes, I'll say yes, but yeah. You can tell he's like, I mean, like, yeah, technically it should continue, but like not this, you know, not this version. I want my version. Did a mix? Mix of what? Let's see if this is dissolved yet. Oh. Human and puppet choices? I think I told the truth every single time in the first playthrough, but I still had humanity because of all the records. And what else? There's other stuff that gives you humanity, right? I think it was mainly the records. But yeah, I don't think I did like any lying except for the very first lie to get into the hotel. So I don't think I was able to get the pants on fire ending or whatever it's called. I haven't even seen it. I don't even know what the ending is. I'm going to be seeing it for the first time today. I don't think I saw it. Maybe we YouTubed it? I don't think we did, though. I think I was saving it for another playthrough, so here we are. If one believes in an everlasting hominid future, Teal is basically the Antichrist. I think machines win in the end, so whatever. Well, that's the question, right? I mean, they talk about the Antichrist a lot in that interview. And, you know, he goes on about how, well, you know, the Antichrist, in my view, is like one world government, which is a really good interpretation of what Antichrist means. Because it's like, hold on. Like, if you read the book of Revelation, it's obviously warning about a overarching global system of control. And, like, you know, it's in the symbolism that existed 2,000 years ago. But you don't have to read very far between the lines to get that that's what it's talking about. And, you know, the idea of the, like, heavenly Jerusalem in Scripture is... There's a certain amount of voluntariness to it, right? It's like people choosing to become closer to God. Not people being forced into certain moral choices or outcomes, and certainly not people having their consciousness, you know, funneled into a machine or funneled into one mind, like what we're about to see represented in this game. But that possibility is there, right? Like, you have all the symbolism of the beast, and, you know, these people who think they're doing the right thing for the sake of peace or prosperity or whatever, when really they're just ceding their agency to a beast that wants to eat them, essentially. Because that's what you do when you eat something. You make it a part of you. You break down the thing that it was, and now it becomes part of you. I take an apple, I eat it, it's no longer an apple, now it's part of me. Like, that's what these systems of control seek to do, right? Whether it's a government or this AI thing that we're all trying to summon to save us from ourselves. Okay, we need to back up a little bit more. I got a lot of room with this strong attack. Shoot aggressive. Now we can do it. Boom. Oh, I like this handle. This is a good handle. But it's just so funny because, you know, he's giving this definition while, like, the dude's company is literally a surveillance company that is named after the magic in Lord of the Rings that you use to, like, see the future or to see far away. Like, it's named after the surveillance tool that causes a bunch of problems when the wrong people get their hands on it in Lord of the Rings. Like, that's what he named his company after. So he... Like, the irony is just, it's so right there. You know that he's aware of it. Like, there's no way he's not aware of it. He literally named his company after it. And yet there's this naivete, like, oh, well, I'm not gonna... It's not gonna be me. I'm not gonna be the Antichrist. I'm making the anti-Antichrist or something. I don't really know what he thinks he's doing. Because he sounds like... It sounds like an interview with someone who is trying to turn you against Palantir. But it's the CEO of Palantir who's giving the interview. It's so bizarre, dude. You guys have to go watch it when you get a chance. It's only an hour long. This is an interesting map. I wonder if they're gonna invoke this at some point in future installments. Most of the records are locked behind lies. Some of them are just behind, like, being nice. Like when you give the gold coin fruit to the black rabbits. Or when you help the guy and his puppet wife, like, You get a lot of humanity from doing that, and you get records from doing that. So I was somewhere in the middle. My my heart was warm, but not pounding on the first playthrough. A little sketchy. But yeah, the question of whether or not the machines win in the end is... it's a hard one. I mean, that's kind of the question Alidoro was asking, right? Like, in the past, when we meet him in the hotel, his whole speech about how, you know, I'm just one man, what can I actually do? It's like so overwhelming. I can't actually stop these people. I'm not enough. But he keeps doing it anyways, and that's kind of... that's kind of what Quixotic is about, too. Which is why it's my favorite track from the game. He's still attacking, okay. You know, it's about someone choosing to fight even when they feel like their fate is sealed. Okay, I gotta parry this guy. He's got too much poise. I can't believe it. Don't you run away from me. Okay, acid. Because I think at some point you have to accept, like, if we're going to beat this, you know, inevitable march of technology towards a global system of control, which is super inevitable, right? Like, that's just built into the definition of power. As power accumulates, you inevitably march towards these tools of power that can be wielded in more and more extreme ways. So it's inevitable. No one can stop it. Your fate is sealed in some regard, but at the same time, if you can't find a way to continue holding out or continue standing up to it despite feeling like you're gonna lose, then you've kind of already lost, right? So it's almost like requires a certain level of delusion. A lie, perhaps. Completely depends on whether there's an upper limit to cognition beyond human. If machines ends up higher, we're toast, but hopefully can still inspire, pass the torch. Well, I think there's already cognition that is happening higher than human cognition, right? Like, if you ever study... hold on, I'm gonna back. If you ever read, like, Carl Jung and the collective unconscious, like all that stuff, I think those are really good examples of cognition that exists beyond the individual human level. Like, we clearly are able to tap into collective thought to some degree, and we actually do it pretty much on a daily basis, whether we realize it or not. But then, you know, more abstractly, we do it with things like dreams and symbols, games like this. These are all forms of collective cognition, I would say. We don't experience them at the collective level because, you know, our experience is hosted on this local hardware of a single human brain. But there's definitely group cognition that's happening. I mean, that's what... you could even think of, like, you know, voting or the economy. Like, there's a lot of things we could think of as group cognition, but even just beyond that, I think that there's when we're looking at, like, spirits, especially in games, like how a lot of these things are depicted as Elden Ring did a really good job of this. All the different gods in Elden Ring, I think, do a really good job of depicting like transpersonal agency. And you know, these concepts have existed in every society since the beginning of time. The idea that there is cognition, not just cognition, but agency that exists at a higher level than just humans. And, you know, that kind of coalesces into monotheism and the Judeo-Christian God in the last few thousand years. But even before that, the idea of, you know, transpersonal agency, the idea of gods or angels or demons or spirits or anything like that, has pretty much always existed in every culture from the beginning of time. I don't think you can chalk that up to just, you know, superstition. There's clearly pattern recognition that's happening at that level. And, I mean, you could even argue, kind of from the determinist standpoint, that maybe that's all that exists. That personal agency might actually just be an illusion, and that really what we're doing is the bidding of transpersonal agents that we don't quite understand. But that's a whole nother rabbit hole. I believe we call that hope. That's why I really like the Book of Revelation, because it makes a lot of sense. Like the hope at the end of the Book of Revelation makes a lot of sense. I think it gets superstitious when people interpret it very like literally and physically. Like I have a really hard time with a lot of the modern churchy interpretations of the Book of Revelation, but if you just read it on its own without anyone else's interpretation and see what it says, it's very much a story about a scenario in which systems of control and greed and hunger and lust get so out of control that they start to take over the whole world. And just when it seems like everything is about to fall apart, you have this, you know, rider on a white horse who comes in and starts speaking the truth. And, you know, a lot of people interpret it as like this kinetic thing where like, oh, Jesus is going to come down and he's going to throw lightning bolts and take over the, like, you know, I don't know about all that. But the idea that a higher consciousness is going to like be the thing or the pathway out from this apocalyptic destiny, like not only does that make a lot of sense, you kind of can't imagine any other way. What other solution could there possibly be? I mean, it's either that or doom, isn't it? Like the solution to all these apocalyptic scenarios is, oh, you know, well, we just need to get a stronger government, right? Like, if we don't want to nuke ourselves to death, then we need, you know, and Peter Thiel even says this in the interview, like, if you don't want the world to be destroyed by nuclear war, then you need one government that's strong enough to control the nukes. Okay, I mean, yeah, I'm sure that'll work until that one government becomes corrupt and then falls apart and then we all die anyways, right? Like, the only actual solution that anyone can conceive of to this stuff that makes sense to me is that the world becomes more awake on an individual level. Human beings choose to not participate in these systems and to not give them all this control, and, you know, to have compassion for their fellow man, to understand the people that they disagree with. Like, it has to be that individual sort of Christ consciousness awakening across the population. That is the only solution to these systems of control and destruction that are going to be taking over the world soon. I can't think of another solution. I don't think there possibly could be another solution. So it makes a lot of sense. It's actually a crazy read. I recommend, if you're looking for something to cleanse your palate after that interview, I definitely recommend the last few chapters of Revelation. There's a reason that book stuck around for thousands of years. We passed the torch to higher intelligence. We in our animal bodies got this far. The question is there something magical in the hominidness? I think that's just our self-preferential dream. Something magical? I mean, I see it as a continuum. you know? Like, that's why one of the reasons I like how consciousness is depicted in this game. Because you have puppets that have essentially no agency, they just have programming. But then as they gain bits of humanity, they become more agential. But it's not like an on and off. You know, they talk about, oh, my ego has awakened, and they make it seem a little bit binary, but the way they depict it, I think, in the game is very much a continuum, and I think we're on that continuum. Like, we can go down back into our animal consciousness, where all we care about is food and sex and comfort, which a lot of people choose to do that, right? Or we can go up into higher consciousness, where we start to care about things like, you know, other people, or purpose, meaning. Continuum means we pass the torch to machines. No, I don't want to pass the torch to any machines. I just think that I think that human agency still has a lot of growing that it can do, and we might be able to use machines to assist us as like a tool. But I just think we run the risk of being eaten, right, by the machines. Rather than partnering with them, we run the risk of being dominated by them and controlled by them. I think that's a razor thin line. What's up? What you doing up here?
Ciao, Bello. I had a feeling you were no ordinary kid, but I never expected to meet you here. It's a trivial matter. Everything is trivial in this part of the business, reward or no reward. The reason for kidnapping someone, or for blocking your path here. But if some audacious behavior helps my brother see again, that's a different story. In all honesty, I don't want to fight. Not you, at any rate. For one, it's a damned hassle. And
it
why
is a
should
hassle.
I go out of my way to satisfy an employer who didn't pay me enough? It's not too late. We don't have to fight. Just show me some kindness, and I might change.
So is
my
kindness
mind.
the human option here? Trying to figure out what commentary they're going with in this scenario.
Thank you. This much? It might even cure him entirely. It's not fair.
Why would
the
you
way I've been harassing
choose to fight her?
You're the only one who's ever been kind to us.
Revenge?
I swear on my life as a stalker that your father is safe. My employer promised not to harm him. Go on then. Go to him.
I guess it's because they kind of mess with you. I mean, I don't feel like they do anything that bad. They do. I guess they kidnap your dad, and maybe they're involved with the attack on the hotel, so that would be a reason for killing them. But in this scenario, the human thing is to help them out anyways. See, look at that. Forgiveness. That's a higher goal. We still gotta whoop some ass too, though. We have growing to do, but if your child is better in all ways, don't you need to step back? If it's better in all ways, yeah. Do you think that's going to happen? Do you think machines are going to eclipse us in all ways? I mean, just because they are more technically competent, like just because the machine is better at, you know, I don't know, predicting markets or building cars, or I don't think that means they're better in all
This
ways.
Knight of Katarina expresses his deepest gratitude.
Maz,
I shall
thanks
not
for the
forget
50.
this.
Okay, I'll stop sidetracking to the game. Ha. Bud.
Back to the game. I appreciate the 50 though, man. But yeah, no, I don't think we're at risk of machines eclipsing us in all ways. Certainly not as moral actors. I think there's still a lot that we got locked up in our little brains that AI does not have access to yet. Maybe the human option is attacking them? Yeah, I don't know. Alright, Dad.
It saddens me to see my precious son in a place like this.
Liar.
I wanted you to grow up as a good boy in a peaceful world. And yet, I think all I've taught you is blood and violence. This will be the last time I ask. I promise.
He's gonna break that promise.
Simon has gone completely mad. He's trying to become a god by using a tremendous amount of ergo. I don't know what kind of world he wants to build. Perhaps there's no stopping him. I trust you, my son, and I'm ready for any outcome. But I don't know what you think of me.
Time to lie.
Speak truthfully, for my sake. Was I a trustworthy father to you?
Yeah. You were great, Dad.
I see. I have the courage to carry on.
Best
because
father
of you.
ever.
Put an end to it all. And come back to your father's side. Remember the happy family we once were. We can become that again.
Yeah, you're gonna bring Mom back too? It grants access to the Cradle of the Gods at the summit of the Arch Abbey. Simon Manus did not want any interruptions in completing his great enterprise. This enterprise was a ridiculous plan to bring God back to life.
Put an end to it all. And come back to your father's side, son.
You're all I have. Remember, this is the guy who abandoned his son and sent him to a orphanage so that he could continue making gadgets and gizmos. And now he's saying that we are all that he has. So, why does he have the key to this door? Oh man, is this a jump? It's a lot of work for 1 quartz. Assassin's Ambulance. Fatal attacks, maybe? Oh, critical attack. They believed the reputation they earned from working behind the scenes in the underworld would be eternal. However, fame is useless before the gallows. I'll leave an item over there? Or is that where we're going right now? Wait, what's in the other direction? I'm confused right now. Okay. Cute. Yep, very cute. A lot of cute enemies in this level. Leaping amulet +1. Increased max stamina. A workshop craftsman with an interest in running entered a puppet into a marathon. Obviously, the puppet did not win any medals. See, I don't understand that lore either. Why is it obvious that the puppet didn't win any medals? I feel like it would be like, obviously, the puppet won all the medals. Why would a puppet lose a marathon? I guess the technology just wasn't there yet. Oh, this is a shortcut. Okay, we actually don't have access to this ladder yet. Got it. Okay, so we do need to go this way. Did I miss any other sneakadoos? So much damage. Might be able to just stand under him. Oh, okay. Not fully. There's the ladder. And will they want me to jump? It's gonna hurt a little bit. Okay, it's gonna hurt a lot of bit. Let's try that again. Might as well level up. We're here. Finally, the view we've been working towards all day. It's foggier down below. But look, now we can see it all. The whole island. All these ergo chunks. There's, I think that's the Luxasia arena right there. Right? For tower. Tower of the complete one. I think we could see the hotel in the distance. Castle looking buildings.
Did you feel that? It's like someone walked across my grave. I sense ergo everywhere. I mean, this place is saturated with it. Like what you'd expect from a mountain of dead puppets.
A mountain of dead puppets. That's what you use. That's what you use to build The giant world-dominating AI. A mountain of puppets. Oh, okay. What's he doing? Puking? Oh! No way! Let go of me! Brother, can you walk a little faster? Legion Caliber. I probably have so many of those now. Do those carry over to the New Game Plus? Can't be much further now. Now we got an even better view of the city. Is the sun rising or setting? And a little chapel. A little ancient, weird chapel at the top of the tower. They really had to walk to get up here. So said Peastress 3. I, Adriana. So Adriana being Laxasia. Recorded for my brothers and sisters. Praise Peastress, the one who will swallow even God. Listen, my brothers and sisters. I, Peastress, shall tell you about true eternal life. An angel's gift was something humans dare not enjoy. Many humans died with hope in their hearts, and the ones who lived harbored rage instead of death. Eventually, humans destroyed and burned their hope on their own. This is how the angel became the god torn to death. But today, there are definitely those who survived with the blessing. They, the immortal ones, still walk around and wish for the resurrection of God. I clearly told the truth I witnessed. Now you shall all follow this path. Survive with the blessing. They, the immortal ones. I mean, the only immortals that we've run into are the ones who survived the petrification disease. I guess that was the gift of eternal life. Many humans died with hope in their hearts, and the ones who lived harbored rage instead of death. Eventually, humans destroyed and burned their hope on their own. This is how the angel became the god torn to death. Today, there are definitely those who survive with the blessing. They, the immortal ones, still walk around and wish for the resurrection of God. I clearly told the truth I witnessed. Now you shall all follow this path. Laxasia is the first complete one. She's the first one to survive the petrification disease, I think. I wonder if Manus has done it at this point too, or if he's just waiting and making all of his lackeys do it first. There it is, the kiln of the first flame. It has to be a reference to that, right? What do you guys think? Is that a stretch? Simon Manus' confession. A father is like God to his son. Even I, Simon, was no different in my youth. But the one who created me was no normal human, and my abilities were extraordinary. You're a failure too. The ability to read minds, being abandoned in front of God, meant the world's destruction. From then on, my life existed to make a world without lies. A world where no one betrays you and there's only truth, even if it's forced. There it is, even if it's forced. Now the finale is here. Open. Once the door is open, it can't be closed. For humankind, I, Simon, gave up being human and decided to walk the path of immortality and the truth. My body will be broken and reformed as the god that was torn apart. I leave this record in my last moments as a human, Simon Peastrus Manus. So he's taking the name of Peastrus there because he's going to become one with this torn apart god. So is he, do he and Sophia have the same ability? When he says he can read minds, is he just talking about being a listener? Is he talking about ergo? What do we think that is over there? It's interesting they bothered to put some structures on some of these islands. Is that the lighthouse from the DLC? No, I don't think so. It looked like an obelisk. Yeah, I don't know what it is. But yeah, it looks so much like the kiln. I also don't think it's a coincidence that he has the same name as the as Manus from the end of the Dark Souls DLC. All right, buddy finally drank the Kool-Aid. It's looking a little blue. Looking a little veiny. You gonna make it?
Behold, this is ergo. Is it not magnificent? Distilled immortality and a key that opens a world with no lies. A key that unlocks true evolution. Give thanks. Ergo is a gift from me, Simon Manus, who will transgress even God. Bow down to your God, who will be
Transgressing God? I thought it was resurrecting him.
Show me everything you have, Papa Dr. Mendo.
Simon Manus, Arm of God. That's it? He's like so slow compared to the other bosses. I'm like, wait, can I just go? There we go. Now he's starting to attack. I keep forgetting I have the Legion arm. Guess we should throw that out too. Alright. Phase 1 easy. Calm down, Peter.
This is evolution.
Who says it with an E like that?
Behold, as I discard this fragile body.
Oh!
Witness me as I grasp the power of a true god.
It's kind of like a one-winged angel. A big ergo chunk. Is he giving birth to it? We got the heartbeat. You can see a mouth in his chest. A bunch of mouths, actually. How many mouths this dude got? Okay, the cosmos. And we rather quickly go from the technical to the mystical here. As above, so below. Look at that. Michelangelo. What's that painting called? It's such good symbolism, dude. I love it. Alright, you guys ready for me to one-shot this boss? Oh, damn it. He wasn't done. If you want constant pain, I can oblige. I don't think that's what I want. Rejecting a little bit. What's this? Did I run away? Oh, what's this? Blue fairies, you talking about Sophia? Oh, okay. I feel like we can break this weapon. Ah, I lost my cable art. Damn, this guy does not stagger. Boys. If I can get one more heal. Oh, I'm so close. Okay, maybe one's not enough. Ah, shit. I should not have gone for that. Almost got it. Bro, after Arlecchino, all the base game bosses are just like, even without knowing their moves, they feel like cake. Creation of Adam? You think he's creating Adam? I don't think he's creating Adam, dude. I don't think that's what they're trying to symbolize at all. Oh, the name of the painting. Okay, I got you. You're saying that's what they're parodying. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Because it's the reverse. Instead of God creating man, it's man creating God. Oh, it's so good. I didn't actually know that's what the name of that painting was. That makes it even better. Farming Fable, boys. Oh, okay, that was new. Look at him with the old switch up. Okay, I am struggling right now to get this stagger.
Face godlike power. Your time is running out.
It's all mine to grab, he says. It makes it even better that Simon is another name for Peter. Damn it, I keep getting baited. I'm trying to find openings for these fables. Oh. Fine. I'm in there! He keeps doing these like deceptively short sequences. I'm sitting here blocking like an idiot. I should be attacking. Oh, that reached me. Okay. There's that stagger bar. GG.
So, it comes to this. The Blue Fairy, Sophia, decides the winner. Truly, I envy you.
Was she in the fight?
My Sophia keeps turning back time to save. Is it her sense of duty, or her contempt for me? Or does she truly care for you?
I think she just wanted to escape, dude.
Gave up predicting Sophia's actions long ago. But I'd like to hear your thoughts.
Alright, let's lie to him.
Sophia, what have you done to her?
We... liberated her or gave her peace? Wait, these are the same answer. I think we liberated her, right? This is the lie?
I see the lies have gotten to you, puppet of Geppetto. I know how to read memories.
Okay.
Your clumsy
Successfully lied to him.
lies are pointless. So let's try the truth. Knowing the truth of people's minds is a curse. I would not have been able to bear it if it weren't for Sophia. Her pure heart was a tonic.
He's
for
just
my
like the
pain.
Manus from Dark Souls and Ulasil.
That's why I wanted her. I did. But I couldn't have her in the end. So I tried to use this power to hold her,
Yeah.
even if these hands never could. It's fine if I'm gone. Let me warn. watch out for Geppetto.
It's a good warning. Pulling one's ego, arm of God. Yeah, so the big irony of all this is that, you know, he wants Sophia to love him, but you can't make someone love you. So instead, he chooses to make everyone become one in this sort of twisted way. If we're all part of one mind, part of one body, then no one can lie. No one can, you know, no one can be separate in any sense. But it's just, it's ironic that the kind of love he wanted from Sophia can only exist opposite of what he's doing up here as an alchemist. With the arm of God and everything else. If he gets what he wants, then love as a concept will kind of cease to be relevant. Because, you know, everyone would just be kind of melded together. The alchemists believed there was once a god who was ripped to shreds, trying to give immortal life to the humans he so loved, and they wanted to revive him. However, the god, who was deep in sleep, never answered their prayers. Did they literally rip him to shreds? Is this an actual arm that was ripped off of a larger body? Interesting too that the game calls him the Fallen One. Could be a reference to fallen man, or could just be a reference to a fallen angel. Fallen ones, ergo. The boy was among those who were made to live an immortal life. However, he was deemed a failure and abandoned, and then he set out on a journey to become a god to prove himself. How does a god sleep? Probably combination of theanine and ashwagandha. Sleep by Advanced. Buy one, get one free, 4th of July. Special now. Place your orders. Wait, where do we go now? Geppetto? Aren't we gods to dogs or ants? I mean, we're kind of gods to each other, depending on how you define it. Go down. Okay. Yeah, this is an elevator. So we went all the way up to the very, very top. The top of the highest structure, the Tower of Babel, the biggest thing that humans ever built, that alchemists ever built. An ancient ruin fused with a modern technological marvel.
He really scared me. A human becoming a god?
And now we go down.
Terrifying. But a puppet becoming a human, now you have my attention. Suit yourself, but sounds fun to me. I wonder.
And down.
What happened now?
And down.
I sure don't know. But I do know one thing. You're stuck with me. And I'm stuck with you, pal. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Gemini never really, I don't know. feel like he never really expands as a character. Never really comes to his full fruition. Maybe in the next game. All the way down.
Huh? That's...
Yeah, who is that? Under the Abyss. We're not in the abyss, we're under the abyss. That's like lower than low. Under the abyss is a crazy phrase. The abyss, of course, is where we fight Manus in Dark Souls 1. There's this weird sense in which the abyss is actually at the top of the tower. If you think about it. Because it's like a representation of hell, right? But not the typical, like, Dante Fire Inferno hell. It's hell as, like, lack of meaning, lack of community, lack of purpose, you know, lack of everything that gives reality its reason for existing. So you have an abyss, which is normally under the earth. But in this case, since it's a technological marvel, it's at the top of the tower. But it's still an abyss. And then you go down, and now you're under the abyss. But the abyss is also... I don't know. It's an interesting... I wonder if that's what they meant. Or if they just meant... You're really heckin' low. Sub-hell? Yeah, exactly. Logistics level. So, Dad, what you doing under the abyss? In the original Pinocchio, you kind of go under the abyss. Often the abyss is associated with the sea. Going down into the sea is like going down into the abyss. And in the original Pinocchio, Geppetto gets swallowed by a whale. And then taken down under the sea. And then you have to go and rescue him. Well, you being Pinocchio. But in this case, we're not really trying to rescue him.
I knew you could do it. We have all the ingredients we need. I dreamed of this day for so long. The moment you'd come back to life. You can be human again, by using that vast supply of ergo in the arm of God. I just need the final ingredient. The one that holds your memories and your lifespan. Your heart. If you give me your heart, all these trials and tribulations will be over.
And now we're getting real symbolic.
You have been a brilliant and a good boy. As your reward, I shall turn you into a real boy. Give me your heart, son.
He's gonna turn me into a real boy? That's the default? Hell no. No, Geppetto, you're not the one who gets to do that.
I believed you were a good boy. But you insist on breaking my heart. Well, I suppose Carlo was mischievous. It seems you inherited his personality instead of his memories. But a father always looks after his children. Even naughty ones that must be punished, like you. In my own way, I grew to love you. After all, you're the puppet who would bring my son back to life.
Well, I look just like him.
I'm disappointed in you. I didn't mean for this to happen.
Talking about Antichrist, you have a villain here who, instead of sacrificing his son to save the world, he sacrifices the world to save his son.
If you refuse, then I'll have to retrieve it myself.
Instead of asking for your heart willingly, he forces you to give it to him. It's just so good. The writing is too good, man. You can't even exhaust it of its meaning. Like, the symbolism is just too good.
My son.
Man, Carlo's body didn't preserve super well, did it?
Real human. Come to me.
It's actually, so, is that what this is? This is, because it says nameless puppet. But, like, he's trying to bring Carlo back to life. I assume he means...
puppets because of Carlo's memory within you.
Oh, he never bound us to the Grand Covenant. Ah, that's why we can do this.
I know you had gone astray. You troublesome puppet. Your freedom is not for you, but for Carlo.
Trying to get this grindstone on.
No father wants to resort to the lash, but there's no other way.
He should have said, this is gonna hurt me more than it hurts you. That would have been a good line to throw in here.
If you can't find those memories, I'll make you a real human myself.
Of course he backsteps. Okay, we got it anyways.
After I lost you, my
Phase 2. It's a human body, right? I don't think it's a puppet body. I think it has a clockwork heart. A human body with a puppet heart. Because he's trying to replace its heart with ours. Is that what we're looking at? Does it have a clockwork brain, too? Uh-oh. Brain and heart exposed.
You're just a puppet. Nothing more.
Voices of all of our companions. Ow! Okay, still alive. Going for it. Okay. I'm cooking him. Cook, 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 cook. Hold the button. Easy fight, dude. Literally first try. No mistakes. I don't even think I took damage. What a build. Ladies and gentlemen, the advanced build. What a finale. And now the son kills the father instead of saving him.
To destroy Carlos' heart.
Yeah, were you gonna do that? Classic Mortal Kombat move. Oh. Should have kept it, dude. That was probably valuable. Is the same ending as the first one? It might be. I don't really know how to get the secret ending.
I'm sorry.
At the very end, he recognizes that we, in fact, were a real boy already. Even in this puppet body. So, wait, how do you get the third ending? I don't remember if this is the same one or not. I can't tell what's going on. Am I dead? Is it Puppet Sophia? I don't remember this.
It's so good to see you.
We resurrect Sophia? No, I got a Steam achievement for that. That's not the ending I got the first time. I don't remember the Puppet Sophia. In honor of the great writer Carlo Collodi. Dude, I just don't know how a Korean studio made such a banger. Like, I don't know. I couldn't make a game this good in Korean. I don't know how they made a game this good in English. Racist? No, I mean, it's an Italian book. I don't even know they, like, I don't even know they read that shit. I don't read Korean books. I don't read Japanese books. Like, I just didn't know they were that, like, in touch with, you know, profound 1800s Italian literature. Very, that's so far away from, you know. Yeah, it's absolutely insane how they did it. Give the fairy girl peace and no give hearts. Give the fairy girl peace. And oh, so if you keep her alive, then you can't get that any? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Maybe I kept her, I think I might have kept her alive in the first playthrough. What happens then? She's just like, bro, I'm still stuck in the wall. Sophia was holding you the same way as Leia holds Romeo in the DLC. That's interesting, yeah. Aw, production babies. They had five babies during the game production. Congrats to NeoWiz for not cooking this game either. I mean, NeoWiz has had kind of a tumultuous reputation. They didn't even add any bullshit monetization or anything. The ending where you give Geppetto your heart is wild. Does he turn you into a real boy? She still dies immediately. We like this company, Round 8? Yeah. I mean, I've been a Round 8 shill since before it was cool. You guys all know that. In the DLC, after you rescue Leia and Romeo, Geppetto enters the garden carrying that same puppet box. Can you guys even hear me? I feel like the music is blasting right now. He opens it and a nameless puppet presumably kills both Leia and Romeo. In this scene, you can hear it approaching Leia. You think he had... Yeah, I guess so. If it's the same box. He pulls the nameless puppet out and uses it to kill both of them. Well, Romeo, I think, was dead either way. I don't know if Romeo was coming back. But yeah, using it to kill Leia is wild. We still don't know why. We still don't know what he did with it. You played the DLC before finishing the game? Yeah. Yeah, we did. Pretty much everything on this playthrough, as far as I know. Look at that name. Waldongarim Studio. Bro, that name's fire. I'm gonna name my next Monsters and Memories character after that. What is next? Expedition 33, Liza P, Tainted. Sheesh, too good. Yeah, and Kazan. It's been nothing but bangers, dude, all year. Is Silk Song really on the horizon? Do we have a release date yet? Google still says 2025. Someone said that it had a release date internally on like the PlayStation Store or something that got leaked. But it was in like September. Was a significant near? Someone recommended it. I think I need to make some YouTube videos, because, yeah. Without an MMO to play, the stream is kind of dwindling. I want to finish Kazan. I'm probably gonna have to start streaming like 2-3 days a week though. I don't think I can stream every day like I have been. I need to get back into YouTube. I think Romeo was just about to open his eyes when the nameless puppet was walking towards them. I think Romeo could have survived. So, Why do we think that Geppetto turns Romeo into the King of Puppets? Is it just to thwart the alchemist? Because he obviously wants the alchemist to succeed in building the arm of God. So that he can steal it all. What does he gain by creating the puppet frenzy? I'll believe when I see this play button in Steam. If you're not gonna do another playthrough, you should watch the Give Hardening. I mean, I'll probably play through it again, but not on stream. Once we get through the credits. If I skip the credits, we still get the post-credit scene, right? Petrol advertising? I wonder which advertising company told them to shadow launch the DLC with no marketing and no heads up while we were all in the middle of playing like 5 other games. Overall, 10 out of 10 game. Marketing for the DLC, kind of 2 out of 10, gotta say. Not the strongest aspect of this project. So I'm gonna be excited to see what they come up with next. It's gonna be so long. It took them 2 years to do a DLC, bro. It's gonna take them so long to do a sequel. Maybe not. Maybe they've, I don't know, maybe they've streamlined some of the production. I think that my guess is that they had the DLC. It seems like they had it pretty planned out from the beginning.
I have a final report on the Krat experiment.
You certainly took your time, Paracelsus. Your findings?
Paracelsus!
I think we have a new brother. A new type of humanity, so to speak.
There are many forms of eternal life.
It's intriguing, and worth further observation.
Noted. And we'll have to get his arm back anyway.
Whose arm?
Counting on it. Expect another report at the next meeting. Paracelsus returning. Ah, and when I return, I will find her. For sure. Another key of ours. Dorothy.
That's a banger post-credits scene, dude. That's such a good teaser for a sequel. Have you guys ever been teased for a sequel harder than this? And she's in Krat. You can see Krat in the background. That's not just any old setting. I feel like I want to start the next playthrough. Not quite yet. I want to probably buy some shops out first. Now what? That was so fast. It was only an hour and a half. I thought that those last 2 fights were gonna take longer. I thought we'd have like a couple hours at least, but I guess not. I guess after the DLC, the base game bosses are kind of just fodder, dude. We mowed down all of those bosses. It was like 2 attempts for Laxasia, 2 attempts for Simon, 1 attempt for Nameless Puppet. Shout out to the Evangelist Mace. Peak gaming right here. Dark Souls, dude. Straight up Dark Souls. No one gets different dialogue at the end of the game, right?
So much has happened.
Oh, wait.
It's bewildering. But it feels like there is hope. Even here in godforsaken Krat. It's all because of you. So thank you. Though I suspect you haven't told me everything.
Yeah, I lied to you. I lied to everybody. As much as I could. Sorry about that.
I just want safety for everyone at the hotel, at least. That's why I should make sure you're well armed. If
This great disaster, the Krat crisis, has left no one unaffected.
So they do have post-game dialogue. Yeah, this is definitely...
It's over now. Thanks to you. We are all in pain. We're all hurting. But now it's time to begin healing. I will do everything I can to help. Together, compagno, I think we really can make Krat, if not the entire world, a better place.
I do appreciate how they have a technician that's a good guy. It's not like technology is all bad, you know, that's not the point that they're trying to make. I think it was important to have Vanini as such a close ally.
You have been such a great help to Master Vanini. I will do my best to be of assistance in return.
I still don't understand what the hell the point of this character was.
I've made up my mind. I am going to keep living to honor Atkinson's sacrifice. Someone needs to tell everyone out there what happened in Krat. I'm gonna look for a way out again. Thanks for all your help. I hope Krat finds fortune soon.
Something about this character just feels so flat to me. Even the voice acting. I'm like, what are you talking about?
I've made up my mind. I am going to keep living to honor Atkinson's sacrifice. Someone needs
Isn't
to
that how
tell
she
everyone
delivers
out
that?
there what happened in Krat. I'm gonna look for a way out again. Thanks for all your help. I hope Krat finds fortune soon.
She sounds bored. She's talking about finding a reason to live and purpose. She sounds bored, dude. I don't know. I don't understand that character.
Welcome to Hotel Pro.
I guess nobody's upstairs anymore. Kind of sad. Where's the kitty? Have you bowed to her? No, is that what you're supposed to do? I can shiver. This one? Which one's the bow? Is the one that's actually bow? Oh, deep bow. Bow once to greet the living, bow twice to honor the dead. Ooh. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay, that's one. Okay, double bow. Honoring dead. It didn't do anything. To Eugene?
I've made up my mind. Someone needs. Thanks for all your help.
I thought we were honoring the dead. An adage from the country of mourning. Okay, that makes more sense.
But why does my heart hurt all of a sudden?
Wow.
But why does my heart hurt all of a sudden?
Okay, same thing.
I just want safety for everyone. That's why I should make...
Check achievements to see if you missed any side story endings. Only 26% of players got Rise of P ending. Only 8% of players got through the DLC. Yeah, I'm missing a bunch. Find out about the last story of Sophia? I'm missing that one. Find out about the last story of Geppetto? Special weapons and golden records, we'd have to do a New Game Plus. Collect all weapons and Legion arms in Forgotten Time. Collect and listen to all records in Forgotten Time. And then I have one hidden achievement. I don't know what the hidden one is. The Legion arms we can probably just make. There's 2 new ones, right? That didn't give me an achievement either. We probably have to get the special weapons for the achievement in the DLC. Go to Geppetto's room and check the table. How do we get Sophia's? Do I have to go back to the tower or something? How do we get Sophia's last story? Oh, you're right. Yeah, the hidden one is definitely the other ending. Guys, it's glowing! Golden Lie! I definitely did not get that in the first playthrough. It's definitely an advanced weapon, right? Oh, damn. It's kind of big. I thought it was going to be not that big. 3 consecutive forward attacks, furious golden hits. Swing your weapon to attack and defend simultaneously. Wow. Mystical wooden rod obtained from the boy's portrait. Fascinatingly, it extends and retracts at the whim of Geppetto's puppet. There are 2 kinds of lies. Yours is a lie that makes your nose long. The boy loved the fairy tale about the wooden puppet's adventure. At least the wooden puppet's father was kind. Yo. True. The blue butterfly's letter. Thank you for giving me a new life. The fact that an ergo puppet can have a second life and become another kind of human requires more time for people to find out about. Until then, I won't return to the hotel, but plan to stay at this place. The crack disaster has stopped. Yeah, okay, there's the Sophia achievement. Still, there is the aftermath of the petrification disease in the puppets. Please heal the wounds for the people. You're the reason we have our freedom. Thank you so much. I'm grateful you freed me from my puppet strings. How do you get the Geppetto achievement? Do you have to do the bad ending? And then you walk up here and he's sitting at the desk and he's like, "Hello, son." Wait, yeah, how does that even work? Don't you kind of kill yourself if you give him your heart, but then you can still walk around afterwards? Are my alerts busted? I just saw the 10 gifted from Chixari. Chixari, thanks for the 10 gifted. Kliss, Hardest, Shamui, Gale, Nyman, Darnworld, Sin, Miguelis, Yo Shifty, and Bob J. Welcome to the Tinfoil Brigade. We got the 25 from Maz. Near Automata, at least backlog it. It's got like a similar story to this game, right? I think it's on sale right now. Someone linked it. I was going to pick it up on sale. How long is it? Is it like good gameplay, or do people mainly just like it for the story? Thanks for the playthrough, as Bog as always. What do you guys want to see next? I was really liking both Kazan and Tainted Grail. I want to finish both those games, but like I said, I probably got to do some tubing first. This new weapon now. Wow, it's huge! Dude, I thought it was going to be like a little cane. What the hell? It's all fancy. Look how fast it is. Wukong, we're back. This thing barely takes any stamina, too. Neat. Okay, you can keep holding it, but it doesn't spin more Fable. Time for a quality weapon playthrough. I got every ending. I have 94 hours in Automata. I think a decent chunk was farming upgrades for Arena. I'm a huge Kazan fan. Whether it's next or not, I'll definitely join. I have not played Neo 2. I keep hearing people say that Neo 2 is one of those games you like have to play. But then I've heard other people say it's kind of mid. I don't know why it has such mixed. Some people are like it's the best Souls game ever made, and then other people are like, eh. I did see Iron Pineapple talk a little bit about Neo 3, and he was saying that like he's not surprised that a lot of people bounced off of Neo 2 for whatever reason. So I don't know what that means. Remember to buy all the upgrade materials? No, I need to buy some from... I mean, I have the other playthrough that's in New Game Plus already, but it doesn't have... It doesn't have the DLC stuff, and it doesn't have the Golden Lie. So this one might be a better one to take into New Game Plus. But yeah, we need to buy...
Welcome to...
We need to buy these. For sure. We really should buy all of the limited special mats. You carry all your ergo chunks and stuff into New Game Plus, right? Love your analysis on Nier at some point. Very rich in philosophy. I think Liza P took some ideas from it. Took me 5 tries for Neo 2 until it clicked. What is it about it that you think people bounce off of it? What up, Nani?
You have been such...
I guess for New Game Plus, we would need some cranks too, theoretically. There. heckin' rich. Should buy all the crappy armors too. Okay, I bought everything he's ever owned or sold. That should unlock a dialogue. Shouldn't it?
I just want safety. That's why I should make.
Okay, I think this guy's ready for New Game Plus. Is there anything else we need to do? What do you guys think? Remember to get loot with the rare ergo you have? Oh, do you lose the rare ergos? Oh. Okay. It's kind of wild. I could see more actually having fun in RS3 doing Iron Man. OSRS is way more popular. Maybe an edge into it. Yeah, I thought about streaming OSRS.
Oh, it's me, Hugo. This whole thing has inspired me. I'm going to try to be the Aladoro of a new generation. I will also keep looking for the relic's true owner. Check in with me anytime. A great weapon calls for a great... Sorry, no, pronouncements aren't my thing.
Yeah, I think if I am gonna keep streaming regularly, it's probably gonna... OSRS is probably the only game left. Okay, so I'm trying to think of which of these I would want to use. I don't think we care that much about any of the amulets. Probably just start scooping weapons. I can't get this one because I used the... I got the worst, most useless, heaviest amulet in the game instead of the coolest weapon. Bro, some of these are so sick.
A great...
Big ol' heckin' club from killing Manus. What about... What amulet did we get? Immunity to overheat, electric shock, decay, and corruption status ailments. Would we ever use that? There's some fights where having decay immunity would certainly be good. The only boss that really shocks is Lexasia. I don't feel like there was that many shock or heat bosses. There's some fights where being decay immune definitely would have been nice. Increase Fable Art's damage on a staggered enemy. Ah! Should I get this instead? Dude, the amount of damage that Acid Spray does already when enemies are staggered. I bet you if we put this on, we could melt any enemy in New Game Plus with a stagger and then just holding F with the Evangelist Mace. If I had to choose, I would go RuneScape 3 over OSRS. Why? OSRS is like 100 times more popular though, isn't it? RS3 combat isn't much more involved than OSRS until you're doing high-level PVM. Played RS3 a few years ago, and the Iron Man option, no trade, solo self-found, was all I needed to avoid MTX. I mean, there's certainly lots of good MMOs I would enjoy streaming, but if I'm gonna get serious about it, it's gotta be a game that has just a shitload of viewers. And OSRS is the only one I can think of. Because I could stream like Outlands or Project Gorgon. Like, there's lots of MMOs I would stream that I would really enjoy, but if I'm gonna try to pay my bills, I think OSRS is the only one. I don't know if RS3 has viewers. I remember checking a little while ago and it seemed like there was a huge discrepancy. Am I going to use this big fat club in another playthrough? I don't think I would do another Motivity playthrough. I kind of do want to get this Fable Art amulet. I'm going to do it. Okay, can't take it back. Proof of Humanity sounds cool. We'll grab that. Grab all day. I don't think we care about any of these other amulets, do we? There's a chance of none being consumed when using pulse cells. I don't even use pulse cells, you guys. Oh, this one seems good. Too late though. Reborn Champions Ergo. Is this from Victor? Temporarily increases physical damage upon a successful attack. That sounds strong. What's the weapon that goes with that? Frozen Feast. It kind of makes sense. Yeah, I had to get Frozen Feast because of something. A quest, I guess. I had to get an outfit. I don't know if it was really worth it. Okay, I think this guy's ready for New Game Plus. Can you guys think of anything else? OSRS for stream 100%. RS3 doesn't pull nearly the same numbers. How many consistent viewer subs do you need to pay the bills? I mean, I basically get like $3 per sub or something. I don't know what it is now that they've increased the prices. I would have to check. But yeah, I mean, back when I was streaming BDO, when I had probably like 300 to 500 subs most of the time, and then plus donations and sponsorships, I was able to make like $2 to $5 grand every month, so it was okay. Some months were a little rough, but overall it was okay. But obviously quite a bit lower than that now. From Victor, if you want to do one quest, you had to choose Frozen Feast. Yeah. That's the only reason I picked it up. I didn't plan on using it again. The thing is, like, making, you know, whatever I made back, making 40K or whatever I made in the BDO days ain't what it was before COVID. I feel like 40K now is like, I think I could work at McDonald's and make 40K. Okay, I think this playthrough's complete, boys. Had a bit of a shorter one today. It feels weird only streaming for 2 hours, but I'm probably gonna head out. I do want to make some videos on this game, on some of the topics that we talked about. So I'm probably gonna work on that a little bit. And then I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do as far as streaming goes. I might just do it casually, do some single player stuff a couple days a week. If I can get the YouTube channel to start taking off again, then I could probably pull in some viewers from that. But I'm not gonna do Throne of Liberty content. I'm kind of pretty over it. So I would need a new game, or just need to stop making guides and start making different types of videos, which I'm probably gonna try to do. I like these solo game playthroughs. You've had some right bangers recently. Yeah, I mean, I really like doing them. I just don't know how to get people to watch them. I think the only way is to be more active on YouTube. That's how I got people to watch me back in the BDO days. I made really good YouTube videos, and then everyone kind of found me through there. Also, like MMO directories, people are in those directories a lot more looking for things to watch. Whereas, like, I don't think there's a lot of people randomly perusing single-player game directories. Maybe for like a week or two after they launch, but after that, not really. So discoverability on Twitch is just non-existent. If you're not doing YouTube, then no one's ever going to find you on Twitch. Unless you're an MMO streamer, which is why I'm kind of like thinking about OSRS. I need to talk, although I'm trapped in corporate land. I'm about to be looking for a role in corporate land myself, man. I don't know if I want to keep grinding that content creation thing. Like I said, I'm going to work on some YouTube videos. I have, I think, some really good ideas for some plot analysis and philosophy stuff related to this game. So I'll probably try to throw up some videos and see how they do. But yeah, other than that, I'm kind of back to where I was before Throne, where it's like there's nothing I really want to stream like on a day-to-day basis. There's no MMOs I want to stream, so I wish Chrono wasn't so delayed. I thought Chrono was going to come out like in a few months, honestly, but then everybody hated the beta, so now it's delayed. Monsters and Memories Early Access coming in January. It's still 6 months away, though. Well, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for supporting. Maz, Trixari, appreciate you guys. Bonfire, the homies, Nani. Appreciate you guys still showing up and hanging out and throwing subs and donos. And I will be back. What's today? I might still, I don't know. I might still be hopping on for like a couple hours a day. I probably won't be streaming like 40 hours a week, but I might still do some short streams every day. So we'll see. I might be back tomorrow. Play some Kazan or something. Make our own Souls game. Let's do it, bro. Like, now that AI is getting stronger, can't we make our own game yet? I've been waiting. This whole time, I've just been waiting for AI to get good enough to where I can make my own game. And then I will destroy this industry. I will show them once and for all how it's done. Attack is almost there. Had to change their name because of Monster Energy Drink? They can't use the name Monster? There's gotta be games that have the name Monster in them. With partial Souls-like combat and movement engine. Well, I have an entire world and cosmos and storylines and factions. I have a combat system and a stat system and a gear system and balance and skill trees. Oh boy. If only you knew. I'm just biding my time over here. That's where I suck. We make the next LOP. Expedition 34. I wanted to start off making like a single player. I don't know if I would make a Souls-like or if I would do like an isometric. I'm trying to think of the right example. I want to say Link to the Past, but there's definitely a more recent version than that. You have a predatory monetization system? Yeah, that's like the easiest part. I also want to make an idle game. That's got to be easy. It might already be possible to make an idle game with AI. I think the trickiest part would be the art and the UI. But I mean, in terms of code, surely it's not that hard. Idle games are so easy. Yeah, dude, I want to make one of those. The problem is I think the art is too essential. Like, the design, I mean, you have NGU idle, so like there are breakthrough idle games that have dog shit art that still hit super hard because the design is really good. I think I could design something on that level, but I still feel like it needs good art in order to really take off. There's a Raven Idol? No. Is it any good? I thought Raven Idol was like a meme Discord game. I think it crashed. Oh, it's because they're still trying to do the NFT thing? Is that what's happening? Build your custom class. It looks like the exact same skill tree from Raven Dawn. Earn monk coins. I mean, listen, dude. I'm gonna try it. Okay, I clicked play now, and I got this. So that's not a very... That's not a very good way to launch your game. Let me try it again. Yeah, the play now button is actually broken. Whoops. That just launched today? Maybe I will make a living being a full-time Raven Idol player and I will sell NFTs. Talk about predatory monetization. Man, I could make a living selling digital land NFTs to people with too much money and no common sense on the internet. That could be really good money. Maybe I should do that. Idol streamer? It had like 50k players trying to access it. It's actually pretty addicting. I'm telling you guys, idle games have so much unmet potential. They've been totally co-opted by like the mobile game vultures that just want to extract every like last coin possible. But like, dude, there's a way to do idle games where they would be very fun. I mean, look at like that's kind of what OSRS is, right? Like, it's kind of just like an almost idle game. But even if you look at things like Melvor Idle, what was the other one that we played? There's Wizard's Tower and Magic Archer. Those like short Steam idle games. Like, you could definitely, there's something there for sure. It doesn't have to be like a shitty mobile genre. Incremental are literally human crack. Yeah, I mean, the model is there with incremental games. I think just giving it the right theme and style and making it into more of an RPG rather than just like a pure number go up. If you just mix in more RPG elements and you have like the idle portion of the game, but you still have like cool boss fights and stuff that require active gameplay. And then you have to like idle to get stronger enough to take on the next boss. But then you add a skill element to it so that it's not just like a pure number bar line. Like, you as a player have some determination over like how strong your character needs to beat that boss. If you're good, you can beat it with lower gear, etc., etc. Then you add in like leaderboards and guilds, and there's for sure a way to do it that is so much better than how it's currently being done. Yeah, Norp. Norp was another really good one. Cookie Clicker, the OG. Yeah, Moz, hire me. I will do almost any job right now. Been playing those Vampire Survivor type games, almost like idle games. I've tried like 20 of those, and I can't get myself to like them for more than half an hour. On mobile. Yeah, the PC ones are good. Halls of Torment was really good. You could have a Halls of Torment style game with idle components to it. There's a bunch of genre games that you could combine with idle components. I mean, some games like almost did this. You had like BDO Mobile with the estate system, where you're like growing, you know, crops and managing workers while you're also like out grinding. There's some games that like almost get the vision, but I haven't seen anyone knock it out of the park or even come close. So I still think there's a lot of potential. All right, boys. Well, I don't know. We could sit here and talk theoretical game stuff all day, but I do think the playthrough is coming to an end. So I will I'll probably be back on tomorrow, and we'll do a couple hours of Kazan or something. I will see you guys then. Thanks for sticking out this playthrough with me. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for listening to my philosophical ravings, and feel free to continue the discussions on Discord. You guys know I love talking about this stuff. We're gonna start doing a hangout on Sunday nights in Discord. Me and Useless and Alter and a few other guys. Cruel if he's awake. We're gonna start doing a hang on Sunday nights on Discord where we just talk about life and theology and philosophy and stuff. So if any of you guys are interested in that, let me know. I'm not gonna make it super public because the Discord still has a lot of randos in it. But if any of the homies want to join in, just let me know, and I will see you guys there. Love you guys. I will see you again very soon.